Now, according to most people, you can't use any of these expanded tools without 40 volt or the 2-stroke Powerhead. Well, this is an 18 volt Powerhead. And one of the things I'm going to put on to cut some brush is this brush cutter. Ryobi says it won't work. Well, yes, it will. And I'm going to be doing it all on low. I'm not flipping it to high. It works fine on low. So I'm going to put it together. Like that. I assume you heard the click. Tighten that down. Grab a battery. Put it on. Now if you want to pan around here, you got to let it get up to speed. Now just to show you that this 18 can cut down trees, that's about a 1-inch tree. That's your 1-inch tree. So there's the brush, and pan over here to the right, there's all the berry bushes. So I took off the brush cutter, and now I have the expanded pole saw that Ryobi says you can't use on a 18 volt. Well, I think you can. So I'll lock it down in. That. Take that off. Put that in my pocket. Now let's see. Okay, so let's cut some branches. Well, it appears to cut. Sorry, Ryobi, you say it can't be used on an 18 volt Powerhead. Guess what? It can. Some people are going to say that I didn't cut any big branches. Pan over here. Look at that one. Down, Claudia. Down, 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 down. See the size of that one, guys? Claudia's not good with the camera. Okay, now I'm going to cut another one real time. There we go. So, you can't say that the 18 volt doesn't work, because it does. Okay, I'm pretty much done cutting, and there's what I got left for battery. That's a 4-amp battery. So what we did was we cut all that and all that. and all of that all the way down there to the road. As well as the same battery was on the brush cutter, and it cut all that brush there, cleaning up this mess right there. So yes, you can use an 18 volt with expand it and cut just about as much as a 40. Maybe not as fast, but you can still get it all done, because we just did. This is all the stuff that we cut in one afternoon with the Ryobi Expand It tools on an 18 volt Powerhead. It was just one 4 amp battery, and it did all that. I showed you how I attached this Expand It pole saw to the Powerhead, but I was told that I wasn't as clear as I could have been, so you got to take the cap off. Now, if you notice, you've got several holes where this little button right here goes in. I assume you heard the click. Then you tighten it down, because some of the reviews were saying that this assembly here was twisting. If it twists, you either don't have that locked in, you don't have that tight, or there's something the matter with either the pin or the locking mechanism that is on the Powerhead. Now, one other criticism was here on this chain. See, I got a little bit of looseness, but you know previously all that we cut, they were saying that it stretched greatly. Well, the thing is, if it stretched that much, either the oiler isn't working correctly or you're using crappy oil. Don't use the oil that Ryobi gives you. In fact, if you look at online Project Farm, they did a test on chain and bar oils, and the majority of the name brand oils, they're not great. What they recommended was this stuff, Harvest King bar and chain oil. That was the best. So what I do beyond that is I put my oil in a little container and I mix with it a oil that has moly. And you can use any kind of oil that has moly, because that gives you a great EP, extreme protection factor when there's a high load on that chain, because you don't want metal to metal contact. So you start with a good oil, then you get any kind of oil that you can find that says it has moly in it. It'll be black. And because this stuff, like, look at that, that's black. That's because of the moly. Okay? So with that, I did all that sawing and the chain is barely stretched. So if you have a stretched chain, either the oiler isn't working, or more than likely, you're using bad oil. Here again, I'm questioning Ryobi's recommendations for the Expand It. They say that the 18 volt right here can run the power broom. So I'm going to start on low. We'll see what it does. It isn't turning over very fast. Go to high. I'm not really impressed, because I've been using that. I'm going to switch over and we'll see just how much faster the two-stroke runs it. Obviously, the Powerhead, the two-stroke Powerhead, or the four-stroke, way faster than the electric, at least the 18, but yet the 18 is recommended. So, again, who is coming up with these recommendations? Did they ever test this stuff? Now, to me, it certainly seems like the only 18 volt Ryobi Expandit that they got right was this trimmer head. Because it works far better than the trimmers that have the motor included, because it's got a much thicker cord or string. It's 0.85 as opposed to 0.65, I think. And just that quickly, I trimmed my old stump. So this particular Expandit tool, or attachment, they got it right. The rest of them, not so much. If you push the 18 volt batteries too hard, you will not be able to charge them because they get too hot because of the power discharge. And that orange light comes on and you have to wait for the battery to cool before it will charge. One thing I should mention about the 18 volt batteries, get yourself a good charger. The chargers that come with the kits, they're built to a price, not for fast charging. This particular one, get it off the wall here, that mount that I made, it's a P117. And if you notice right there, it's 85 watt. So with 85 watt, I can get that to hook one-handed, probably not. That charges very quickly. 30-minute charge. And unless the 4 amp hour is completely dead, you can get a charge in maybe 45 minutes.